Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out some more Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Today, Season 2, Episode 9, Second Sight, and then Episode 10 of Season 2, Sanctuary. I don't really know anything about these two episodes, but so far Season 2 has felt like a little bit of a cut above Season 1, and every single episode so far I have really enjoyed. We've also been getting hints of a larger story at play with things like the Dominion and stuff like that, and I'm just really excited to see what these episodes have in store for us today. Yesterday for me, and a few weeks ago for you guys if you're watching this on YouTube, I had my Star Trek Season 1 premiere and end of season live stream on YouTube. It was so much fun. Thank you to everyone who came and watched, and there will be another live stream at the end of Season 2, so be sure to check it out because it's going to be a lot of fun. And before we get into this reaction, let me do the lighting. So when we turn on, we said what color? It should be boop. Nice. Okay, so the lighting today, I'm actually gonna go a green color, and you may be wondering this is like the strangest color choice of all time, but it's because in episode 10 in the thumbnail there is Jake, and he is wearing this amazing green outfit, and so I'm gonna be going green in honor of episode 10 Jake's green outfit. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon of uncut and early access reactions to my Star Trek reactions that come out up to 3 weeks early, as well as exclusive Star Trek and other themed merch that's only available on Patreon. There's also exclusive live streams, movie pulls, movie reviews, and so much more. Thank you so much if you check it out, and let's get back to the video. Okay, let's dive into this first episode now. I hope you enjoy my reaction to episode 9 of season 2, Second Sight.
Yesterday was the 4th anniversary of the massacre at Wolf 359.
Oh!
The 4th anniversary of Jennifer's death.
No, not Jennifer.
The date itself, or the fact that it almost passed unnoticed.
It's been 4 years since the start of Emissary. Wow.
If you talk about them, they kind of go away faster.
Okay, but don't laugh.
I feel like they stay if I talk about my dreams.
Every time I saw a familiar corridor, it kind of led into some other direction.
Ooh, spooky.
The floor started sloping, and I couldn't keep my balance. And all I wanted to do was find you.
Oh, what?
Dad, I love you.
Oh, Jake. Oh, Cisco. Best father and son dynamic. I want to see more of this.
Dad. I miss her.
No.
Me too.
I also miss Jennifer, and I've barely seen her.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Who are you?
I'm Benjamin Sisko, commander of this station.
I'm Finna.
Finna.
I didn't mean to bother you.
You're not bothering me at all.
Good.
This could be interesting.
Yeah, like something wonderful's gonna happen, but you just don't know what it is.
Cisco's like, this woman gets me.
Things about this station. You never know what's going to happen next.
That is actually so true, especially in Quark's bar. That place is random.
I wish I could stay longer.
Where are you going?
I guess I'll just keep going, like the runners.
Why is she so mysterious?
You around the station, if you have the time.
And she's just gone. She's a ghost, I guess. I think this has the potential to be a really good episode. We're on the 4-year anniversary of Jennifer's death, so Sisko is at this very emotionally vulnerable state at the moment, and we have this new person, Fenna or something like that, Fenna or Venna, and she could bring something into Sisko's life as well. We'll see. She could help Sisko move on even. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I hope you guys sung along with me that time.
Admitted, Chief, if you were on a station where everything worked, you'd be miserable.
So true. Sisko woke up on the right side of the bed this morning.
Good morning, Major.
He's so happy. I love happy Sisko. I wish to be this happy.
Something wrong?
All the time.
Every morning for the last year, I've seen you walk in here and start your day with a Ractigino.
Because I'm not awake until I've had my first cup.
So,
Why aren't you having it now?
how come you're drinking Chiralton tea?
I just felt like having something different.
Oh, Sisko. Outlook on life?
Well, that's what I tried to tell him.
And you went in anyway.
Benjamin, have you ever met a terraformer?
No, what's...
No, I haven't. Whoa. Now that's actually pretty cool, isn't it?
A man of intelligence and taste. I can see we're going to get along famously.
I like this old guy, Sayatek, and Cisco's in a good mood. It's a happy day.
Through continuous rainbows straight into an ocean the color of sapphire wine.
Now that sounds epic.
I'm going to have to take you there one day.
Someone want to buy me a ticket to this planet?
Reigniting a dead sun. Bringing new life to an entire solar system.
I wonder what the ethics behind this are.
Giving birth to a star. Even I would have a hard time topping that one.
He's very full of himself, but I like how eccentric he is, you know what I mean?
Because it's delicious. May I?
Be my guest.
Why is Cisco just smiling the whole time? It's like weird seeing him smile so much after a while.
What?
Are you looking for someone?
Yeah.
Fails and that sun goes supernova. We're gonna need to get out of there fast.
I'll see you in ops.
Dax knows when to leave. The runners. Oh!
Benjamin,
She's back.
I was hoping I'd see you.
What is she? She has pointy ears, but she's not a Vulcan.
Really?
She's a
I've
Romulan,
been
maybe?
thinking about you too.
I don't think so.
To show me around the station.
What would you like to see?
Your bedroom, baby.
Not really. But when I do, a ship is usually blocking the view.
We should have brought a picnic basket.
Yeah.
What better place?
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
There's plenty left to see. In fact, I doubt that we can see it all in one evening.
Oh, let's have multiple evenings.
So, tell me all about yourself.
Yes, I actually want to know too.
Whatever there is, I want to hear it.
I can't.
Why?
I'm sorry, Benjamin, but I have to go.
Oh, why does she keep running off? There's like something so suspicious, obviously, but I also want her to be good. You know what I mean? Like, Cisco deserves this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I must have been thinking about something else.
Dad, are you in love?
Yeah, he is a little bit.
You're showing all three of the signs.
Signs?
The ones that Nog told me about.
Oh, I knew Nog made them up.
Daydreaming, smiling all the time.
I love Nog.
I just want you to know that if you're in love, it's all right with me.
That's actually very mature of Jake.
I think it might be a little early to do that.
Why? She likes you too, doesn't she?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
She keeps disappearing.
She's actually an invisible, imaginary girlfriend. Yeah, I know.
First name or last?
I don't know.
Species.
I don't know.
What ship did she arrive on?
I don't know.
Dark hair. The last time I saw her, she was wearing a
She's been wearing the red the entire time.
bit of trouble.
What kind of trouble? Let me guess. You don't know.
Yeah.
Benjamin, do you have a minute?
In my office.
Only 1 minute and the time starts now. Can you imagine?
What's on your mind?
I love how he just goes for the baseball.
Telling you what?
Come on, Benjamin. I saw you with her last night on the promenade.
Oh, Zooey Mama.
No, I understand. It's hard to talk man to man with a woman.
That has nothing to do with it.
Then tell
It's a little bit more complicated, Dax.
I will. As soon as there is something to tell. Personal log.
Oh, Cisco's so frisky right now, you know what I mean? There's a little fly in here. Get out of here, fly.
In the meantime, Professor Sayatek has invited me and
I really like that ship.
Which makes you eminently qualified.
Of course.
Yes, because I am the biggest egomaniac.
The central gallery on Legobis 10. They certainly were memorable. I don't think
Not good,
huge canvases.
but memorable.
Said I wanted to write as many books as I've had marriages.
Well, how many more books is that going to be then?
I can't wait to meet her.
And so you shall. She should be just about ready. I'll go and get her.
Oh my god, it's going to be the woman that Cisco likes. Oh my god.
I've had dinner with about 24 Bajoran ministers. I think
That's why she couldn't be there.
Ladies
kind of
and
like you,
gentlemen, I'd
Bashir, a
like you
little
to
bit.
meet my wife and my
Oh god, here we go.
Adele.
Oh my days.
Now we have something to talk about.
Yeah, we do, Dax.
pepper to taste. Any questions?
Maybe you should write that down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna remember that.
We should be more comfortable there.
She's staying. Cisco, you stay too.
It would have been a lot easier if you told me you were married.
I don't understand.
Wait, what if this isn't the same woman?
Commander, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never met you before tonight.
What if this isn't the same woman? What if she has a twin?
I suppose you never told me that your name was Fenna.
Oh, she knows. Hold on, but she knew the name Fenna in some way.
Maybe you have to talk to her when her husband isn't around.
Dax, she's a married...
What if Odo is Fenna and he's pretending to be a woman because he secretly has a crush on Cisco? That's my new theory.
Commander, may I have a word with you?
Odo's like, I am Fenna.
Are you sure?
Yes, we just left there a few minutes ago.
That's impossible.
Hold on.
Prometheus during the entire time it's been at the station.
Hold on. Hold on. So she is a different woman.
And talk, you know, about women.
I don't think so.
I feel like it would be fun to talk to Quark about women.
The holosuites are always open.
Okay, I feel like he'd have such a strange perspective. It would just be funny listening to him talk.
Benjamin!
But he was just in love in a recent episode as well.
I missed you.
What are you doing here?
And you're not the wife of Gideon Sayatek?
Of course not. I'm Finna. You know that.
I'm really confused.
I need to know where you came from and what you're doing on the station.
And why she keeps running.
Of course it matters.
Does it matter where you're running to? That's the question at the start of the episode.
Somewhere I belong, but I was wrong. I wasn't looking for a place. I was looking for a person.
Aww.
I was looking for you.
Every time she speaks, I like her, but I don't want her to keep running away and hurting Cisco. Oh. That must be his first kiss since Jennifer died.
Benjamin.
Oh! She's a hologram? What is she? Is this some sick science experiment or something?
Star reborn.
Do you really think this is a good idea?
I need answers, Dax.
Yeah.
And the key to Fenna's disappearance may be on that ship.
I need answers as well. See, the thing is, Fenna was like scared when she kind of got teleported away.
All set. The containment field.
Which is interesting.
Knowing that no matter what I achieve, there's always another triumph waiting for me.
And no.
I feel that that's not very satisfactory though, you know what I mean?
What were we talking about?
You.
Of course, my favorite subject.
Always. It's always about you.
I was surrounded by crowds of people unveiling a statue they'd commissioned in my honor.
Okay.
You know, she'd never been off-world before she met me. I promised to show her the galaxy.
Is she trying to get Cisco's help or something like that? Is she like projecting herself or something? That's sick. We're actually on a ship going to a planet. This is sick.
Benjamin, I'm so glad to see you.
Why is she on the ship?
The last time I saw you, you vanished.
Yeah.
You have to, Benjamin.
Dax, this is Fenna.
Dax is like, what is going on?
I'm not reading any cellular structure.
What?
No DNA pattern.
Yeah, she's like a hollow person. Oh, interesting. Yeah, she's like projecting herself.
Can.
Fenna, I should have known.
What? She isn't projecting herself.
But you can't be here. Adele promised me you'd never come back.
What? Wait, this is interesting. The twist that keeps on twisting. Oh, she has 2 ear slits instead of 1.
Oh, she looks like you. She is you. The real you.
Professor, what the hell?
What?
Is an illusion created by my wife's unconscious mind.
Oh, so she is projecting herself, sort of.
Fenna's just another one of her projections.
Interesting.
Adele doesn't even know this is happening.
What?
Rosa Prime nearly killed her then.
Now it's nearly killing her now.
Swore to me it'd never happen again.
Obvious.
That's why she knew Fenna a little bit, probably.
What keeps her with you?
Alanon's mate for life.
Oh.
She can never leave me.
Oh. That sucks. Even he's sad about it, you know what I mean?
Nadelle's dying, Fenna. She only has a few hours.
What happens to me if she dies?
You die too.
What we have is a dream.
Oh.
I wouldn't trade it for anything.
And we were talking about dreams at the start.
And she won't remember any of it.
Is her dream to love? Or to be loved?
Commander, you better come to the bridge right away.
1 second! 1 second!
Epsilon 119, and he's on board.
On my way.
Oh, and he's on board. I think he wants to give her the freedom. Nadell.
This is the only way I can really set her free.
Yeah.
I'm over that.
Wait, this is so honorable for him, though? Like, he realized this.
I've already entered the gravity well at the star.
Engage the tractor beam.
He disabled it before he left.
Oh, man.
I'll be sure they get it.
I'm sure I can count on you.
Man, I like this guy.
Let there be light!
Oh. Oh, that's so beautiful, though. Life is created through death. It's the cycle of nature, I guess. And she's gone too.
Unfortunately, she has no memory of Fenna's experiences.
Oh, man. It must be hard to look at Nadell and see the person that you loved.
I wish that I could remember Fenna. What she did.
Oh.
That's all right. I can remember for both of us.
Yeah. It's just a dream, yeah?
What was she like?
Fenna, she was just like you.
Oh, what a nice thing to say. No, no. Oh, I got chills at the end there, guys. Oh, God. Yeah, these bittersweet episode endings. Ah, I just want Cisco to find love. And that scream was how I feel about that statement. And that was my reaction to episode 9 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine Season 2 Second Sight. And that episode was really good overall. You know what I mean? Like, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more Jennifer stuff in this episode, considering it was the first anniversary of his wife's death. But I thought they did a really good job with showing Cisco kind of, I don't know, open up to the possibilities of something more. You know what I mean? Like, kind of learn to live and learn to love someone when Jennifer is gone. And it's been 4 years now, you know what I mean? And Cisco needs to slowly start to move on. That doesn't mean leaving Jennifer in the past completely. You can still remember Jennifer. Of course you can still remember Jennifer, but he can move on, find someone else in his life if he would like. And this episode, I thought, did a really interesting job with it. And it ended so sadly, and I don't know, it was like happy sad. I don't really know. Like, Cisco, I felt so bad for Cisco. He just deserves love in his life. And I forget what the wife's actual name is at the moment. It started with an N, but Sayatek's wife, like the person who was projecting Fenna, she comes up to him and she's just like, yeah, I don't remember anything about Fenna. I don't remember how I felt about you with Fenna and stuff. And when Cisco was like, she was just like you, like Fenna was just like you, that was such a nice thing to say to her. And it was just like, he was saying that you were so kind, I was so grateful to have you and stuff like that. It was almost like he was giving her like the utmost compliment. It was something that was just someone that was in love with you would say, right? And it was just so sad when he said it, because you could tell that he loved this woman so much, and this woman had helped him move on a little bit, maybe taking some baby steps. I don't know how big of a step it was away from moving on completely from Jennifer, but just these baby steps alone is a lot. The fact that he was able to find love in another woman besides Jennifer after 4 years is a huge step forward, and I thought this episode did a really good job showing that. I loved seeing Cisco in love. He was like a child, you know what I mean? He was just like smiling and daydreaming and stuff like that. And I love when Jake was like, oh yeah, are you in love, Dad? Like, Nog told me these 3 steps to be in love, you know what I mean? Like, you have to be loss of appetite, and you have to be daydreaming, you have to be smiling over time. Like, Nog obviously the womanizer Nog is, he would know about this stuff. But just seeing Cisco so happy, it was really weird after a while, you know what I mean? Because Cisco, I always find him very serious all the time, like sometimes very serious all the time. But whenever he's happy, it's really fun to see. But he was happy, like, I would say 50% of this episode. And after a while, I was like, this is weird. Like, Cisco being happy for this long is so weird. I need him to just have a straight monotone face for a second. Get back to regular Cisco. But it was so nice to see, like, him just, like, bopping around and happy and flirting with Fenna when they were, I don't know, looking at the spaceship from up above, talking about picnic blankets and stuff like that. So interesting. Even Sayatek himself was a good character in this episode, just in terms of, it was really interesting how he was so full of himself, and you know, he's kind of like starting to get on your nerves a little bit, but at the same time, you can tell he's genuinely like proud and happy for the success that he's had, and like what he's doing, he thinks he's doing right. So like, you could be a little annoyed at him as a character, but he reminds me of Bashir in a way where he's very full of himself and he's very confident in himself, but he does care about the work that he's doing. And so in that aspect, I did respect that guy. And then at the end of the episode, when he's talking about his wife and all the wives that have left him and stuff, and it's the right thing, he said it so genuinely. And then when he was talking about his wife, and he was just basically like, yeah, she can't leave me. Like, she obviously loved me at the start, but just like my other wives, after a point in time, they kind of stop loving me, and they can all leave, but my wife, she has to stay. Like, her species mates for life. And then the fact that he said that, and then there was this really great moment from the actor who played Sayatek, who just kind of like, he kind of like looked down, and he looked really sad and contemplative, that's a word, right? But anyways, he had this emotion on his face, and it was like, what is this emotion? You know what I mean? Like, what is this guy thinking right now? He seems genuinely sad that she can't leave him. She can't be happy anymore with him, but she has to stay, right? And then the fact that he sacrifices himself at the end, this guy who is so egotistical and egocentric sacrifices himself at the end to let his wife be free in the name of science, but also in the name of love. It was just a really sad and happy and nice ending for that guy and for the wife. And the fact that he was able to do that, even though he's so full of himself, it was a really cool thing for him to do, I guess. I don't really have any words to describe it at the moment. It was just a really good moment of this episode, and then the ending of this episode was just so crazy as well. The fact that Fenna was a projection, I called it, and then I uncalled it, but then I called it again. I don't know. The episode kept twisting me around. I was unsure, but she was a projection. Cisco kissed a woman, which was crazy in this episode. And yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this episode. I could have used a little bit more Jennifer talk. I mean, the start of this episode was very emotional, where Jake was just talking about Jennifer. We're talking about the dream, and then talking about Jennifer and how he missed her, and then he said, I love you to Cisco. It was just like a really nice emotional opening segment to get you into this episode, and then the episode ended emotionally as well. But yeah, I could have maybe used Cisco thinking about Jennifer a little bit more in this episode, but at the same time, this episode was about Cisco moving away from Jennifer, so it makes sense why she's mentioned only at the start of the episode. Anyways, let's get into the next one now, episode 10 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine Season 2, Sanctuary. I hope you enjoy.
You'll have it on your desk first thing in the morning.
That's what you said yesterday.
I know.
Kira, you're lagging.
Minister Roseanne about irrigating the Trilar Peninsula.
How did you know?
It's hard to keep...
I am Minister.
When you've been shouting at a monitor for the last 2 days.
Thought I kept it down to an angry whisper.
Kira, your angry whisper is so loud.
As far as I'm concerned, you can shout at the provisional government all you want to, as long as it doesn't interfere with your duties here on the station.
Yeah.
I'll get on that report right away.
Cisco's such an understanding commander, don't you think?
Well, Major, Quark's been looking for you. He says it's urgent.
Dude, Quark and Kira, great duo as well. Quark and any character is a great duo. Wait, this is the DS9 theme. Or a version of it. A variation of it. Oh my god, it's Frank. It's Morn. It's Franklin Morn. Even Morn, the guy who never shuts up, has shut up. Dude, he's crying. Oh my god, and he's getting a woman to hug him.
What unprecedented decline in profits.
Stop overreacting.
It's beautiful. I want to listen to this forever.
You were gonna do this.
What for?
Because I asked you to.
Okay, you kind of do owe Kira some stuff.
Bounce.
For change of pace?
Dude, that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
A little less exhibition hall, a little more music hall, is that it?
Something like that.
I think I can accommodate him.
Aw, that's nice of him.
Major, get everything settled with Quark.
Oh, that little toad is this far
That
from
little
being a 360
toad.
out an airlock.
Oh my god, yes. I would love to see that happen. But also I wouldn't, because I like Quark.
On screen.
Ooh, I love seeing the wormhole. We haven't seen it in a bit. Are these the people that need sanctuary? From the Gamma Quadrant. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Yeah, that's right. I held that note. I could have held it for a whole year if I wanted to, but I didn't want to waste your time. Calm down, calm down. I like her hair. It's like a fan. Skria.
It's working, Commander. But for some reason, it's having a hard time analyzing their language patterns.
They have a completely new language.
Must be completely unlike anything in our database.
This is like Darmok.
It's all right.
What seems to be the trouble, Commander? The computer's having a hard time translating their language.
Yeah. I love her outfit too. It's like a tie-dye outfit.
You just stay put while I round up your friends.
Why are they so amazed?
Come with me.
Odo's like, I could have done that. Kira's not better than me.
Do you like it?
Yes, it's very nice, but it's not yours, and that goes for you too.
They're like kids.
Put those back. We can go shopping later, but right now it's very important that we go to the infirmary. So.
Do they not have shops on their world? I saw the fashion and I was hoping we'd see Garrick because he's a tailor.
These will be your quarters while you're here at the station. I'm sure you want to rest and clean up.
Pretty nice place.
I know something they might understand.
Food! Exactly.
7 mesa stalks.
Universal language.
See?
That kind of looks good. Oh, that looks so tasty. What the heck? That guy looks like he's about to cry because it's so good.
Need estasa.
Wait. Did you hear that? I think she said need.
Yeah. She did say need.
Gramaseta. My people.
Oh!
Yekopa. Skria.
The computer's working, sort of.
There's no time.
Oh.
Solak. We are the Skria. My people need your...
There we go.
Your people, where are they?
They are on the Kreshni side of the...
Oh, there we go. The computer's working now. The Eye of the Universe.
I think she means the wormhole.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Shateka.
300?
No.
3,000.
Million.
3 million?
3 million.
We must bring them through the eye. We must bring them here.
No, DS9 can't even fit one more Frank. Never mind 3 million people.
Men don't involve themselves in situations like this.
Oh, interesting.
Are all your leaders women?
Yes.
They have a matriarchal society.
It's their favorite thing to do. I'm sorry.
Bashir's little look.
No. I'm little more than a farmer. I was just lucky.
Oh, interesting. I really like the texture of her skin as well.
Discovered. We knew it must be the Eye of the Universe that would lead us to Kentana.
Kentana, what's that?
A planet of sorrow, where the Screen will sow seeds of joy.
Planet of Sorrow? Could that be Bajor?
It's you that will help you find a home.
Bajor during the Cardassian occupation? Probably not, because sacred texts probably mean thousands, hundreds of thousands of years ago.
For 8 centuries, my people have lived under their rule. We've been forced to work as laborers.
Oh, Kira's gonna really sympathize with her.
I know their name. I only know they were members of something called the Dominion.
Oh my god, we get a name drop again. We get a name drop again. Dude, the Dominion are gonna be so sick. I can't wait to see them. We get the Dominion control all trade in the Rules of Acquisition episode, and now we have the Dominion conquering conquerors.
Husbands? I'm not familiar with that word. They're bonded to me.
Yeah, they are. That's funny.
No, I don't have any males. Not at the moment, anyway.
This lady is like, well, you're a loser, Kira.
Why me?
You yourself said most of your leaders were dead.
And you were the first one to find the eye.
The farmer.
And you also were the first one through the eye of the universe.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, here. I brought you something. Go ahead, open it.
Oh, is it the dress?
I'm sorry. I think you misunderstood.
Aww.
I thought this was the most hideous thing I'd ever seen.
Oh, man. Oh man, it's always good to see Kira laugh as well, because she's always so uptight.
Dear, you go on a date with a Dabo girl for the first time, and you sit there and tell me.
I love their pants.
Thinking, it's too bad I'll never be able to use that lie. My dad knows I never do homework.
That's funny.
Hi. Doesn't he?
Goodbye.
Caters for idiot.
Dude, I love Nog so much. Dude, these people are about to ravage the promenade. Look how happy they are, though. This is Odo's worst nightmare.
Look at them. They're experiencing their first taste of freedom.
Oh, man. And the music's so good right now, too.
Can't talk now, gotta run.
Dog! You know there's no running on the
Oh, they're all having fun, all the kids.
What's that smell?
Ask him.
Me? You're the one who stinks.
Oh, wait. Oh, they bullied them.
This isn't over yet, big ears.
Okay. Tough guy over here.
Wanted in 7 star systems for illegal weapon sales.
Why is Spock wanted, though?
And what would your Uncle Quark know about illegal weapon sales?
Nothing.
That was better than to ever get involved in anything so disreputable.
Yeah, Quark. So smooth.
Understanding.
He sprayed several Skrean boys with a foul-smelling vapor.
Did he?
Ah, he's so proud.
I'm sorry?
See, the boy's beside himself with guilt. They're all over the station, looking and touching, never buying anything.
Yeah.
They stay here too long and I'll be out of business.
In that case, I hope they never leave.
The smile. Oh, Odo's smile to Quark was amazing.
You must lead us the rest of the way.
Okay. The guy is in the back is so infatuated by that musical instrument.
I'm trapped.
Why?
They expect me to lead them to Kantana.
Yeah, that's a big thing to do. That's so beautiful. I would love that, please. Thank you.
Tumac, where have you been?
Nowhere.
Where are you going?
To wash.
Why do you stink so much?
I think my friend's real sorry for what he did.
Nog looks so scared.
To me?
Okay, Jake. Okay, Jake. Dude, Quark's gonna come in here with the ground pound.
I said bring it up!
Oh Oh, Quark, man.
You don't want anything to do with us, but we don't want anything to do with you. Any of you. Ah!
Ah! No, she's gonna have found a planet. She's gonna be like, I would live on Bajor or something like that.
We appreciate all your hard work, but I'm afraid it was unnecessary.
Why?
A planet of sorrow, Kira. Don't you see? Kentana is your planet.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be Bajor. Sorry, guys, you cannot move into Bajor. They're having their own issues right now. They don't need 3 million more people.
391.2. Chief O'Brien is continuing to oversee repairs to...
Wow, look at all the ships, though. That looks sick.
The government has taken the Skreans' request for immigration very seriously.
She says this with a baseball in front of her. Move the baseball.
I am sorry.
Bajor simply cannot absorb 3 million refugees.
That's what I was thinking.
Land's ideal for farming.
It used to be, before the Cardassians got their hands on it.
Yeah, not anymore.
But what if the circumstances aren't ideal? What if we go through another long winter? What if your crops fail?
Yeah, then what?
The results were not encouraging.
I think you should seriously consider Draylon 2 as an alternate to Bajor.
Yeah, come on.
Projections can be wrong.
But what if they're not? What is...
Yeah, that's what the government has to take into consideration.
We would feel obligated to help. With food, with clothing, with whatever it would take.
Yeah, exactly.
Would mean depriving our own people.
I am afraid the decision of the provisional government is final.
This is such a tough decision.
Talk to them. Tell them they're wrong.
They're not wrong, that's the thing.
Help us.
You have a perfectly good world that you can go to right now. I know this is the world of your scripture and stuff, but still. What would you guys make? If you had a replicator, what would you guys make? I want to see. I want to know. Comment down below.
Yeah, sounds like a nice place.
Do you want to move there?
No.
Well, then it's not a nice place.
Thing I don't understand is why you pretended to be my friend.
She didn't.
So you are my friend. Until I need you.
No, friends need to be able to tell you the tough decisions as well.
Decision, both for Bajor and the Skreans.
If that's true, we have nothing more to discuss.
But if she was your friend, if you thought of her as a friend, you'd value her opinion as well.
Well, I don't forgive you.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I need both of you in ops immediately.
Why?
Turak has taken a ship. He's headed for Bajor.
Why?
You must turn your engines off now.
He's not listening.
Enter restricted space. You must turn around and leave immediately.
Open a channel.
Oh god, they're gonna get fired upon.
Got permission. It's barely operational. We're not even sure he'll make it back here.
I'm sorry, Major, but we have our order.
Oh my god.
Are on Bajor. Tell his people it's an emergency. I want to speak to him now.
There's so much happening. The music is so good. This is so awesome.
Tumak, please turn your engines off.
No. No.
What's going on?
They've opened fire on us.
No. What are they doing?
Repeat, disengage.
General, tell your pilots to hold their fire.
It's too late. Oh no, it's too late.
The Skrean ship exploded. I didn't even think we hit it.
Oh, it was the engine.
Laser beam must have ignited the radiation leak.
Oh my god. They're kind of sick looking ships.
You have a famine on your planet. Perhaps we could have made that peninsula bloom again.
That is true, actually.
You were right. Bajor is not Kentana.
Oh. Oh, what the heck? That was a bomb. Again, an ending that is neither good or bad or sad. Star Trek DS9 is so good with these flippin' endings. I seriously think it's one of the better shows with like some of the best endings. And that was my reaction to Sanctuary, episode 10 of season 2 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And another really good episode overall, and one that had to do a lot with relocation and, you know, people immigrating from a planet. It was a big immigration episode, basically. Bajorans not letting these people, I forget what the name of the species were, so I'm just going to say these people in terms of the Gamma Quadrant species probably, but you know, these people aren't allowed on Bajor because even though there's enough space for them in the upper plains, I think that's what they were called, or in the northern plains or whatever, the soil maybe isn't good enough for farming. There's a famine happening on Bajor. The Bajorans can't even take care of their own people at the moment. And so there's a lot of stuff going on. But then at the very end, I was on the Bajoran side, you know what I mean? I was on the Bajoran side. But then at the very end of the episode, the main lady of those people, of the Gamma Quadrant people, she kind of goes up to Kira and she's like, look, we are farmers. We could have helped you. Like, what if we had succeeded? What if we had created a lot of food? We could have helped with your famine. We could have saved a lot of Bajorans, you know what I mean? We could have helped you guys as well. And so it's this really interesting conversation of, when do you let people into the world, or you know, in real world situations here, when do you let people into your country? When do you let people immigrate and move to your country? And when do you have to say no? Is there a point where you ever can say no, or do you just keep letting people in? It's a topic that is up for debate. Everyone has their own opinions. I'm not going to go into it that much here, but it's just something that this episode brings up. And again, it's something, and it's one of the reasons why I love not just Deep Space Nine, but Star Trek in general, because a lot of the topics that Star Trek covers are topics that you can put into real world context, but Star Trek just adds like a sci-fi spin to them, such as the end of season 1, In the Hands of Prophets. We have the argument of religion versus science, which is a big argument and a big topic to be had in the world today. In this episode, Sanctuary, just a random episode, the middle halfway point of the season of season 2. By the way, the halfway point of season 2, isn't that incredible? But the halfway point of season 2, in a random episodic episode, we get the topic of immigration, basically, and relocation of not just some people, but 3 million people, and a different species as well. And what kind of gray area does this have? What are the good things about this? What are the bad things about this? How does this work and stuff like that? I'm assuming that they are being relocated to that planet. That's the one with the 2 at the end. I'm assuming they're going to be relocated there, because there's no way they're going back into the Gamma Quadrant. And speaking of the Gamma Quadrant, the Dominion was in this episode again. It was referenced by name. It was referenced by name in episode 7 of season 2, Rules of Acquisition. For the very first time, we heard someone whisper about it, you know what I mean? Like the Nagus, someone, like one of those red aliens was like, said that they control everything, that you need to get in touch with the Dominion. And then the Nagus was like, oh, the Dominion, I've heard whispers about them. And so you know something big is happening. And then they were referenced again. And so not only do they control all of the trade in the Gamma Quadrant, and you have to be with them in order to make a lot of profit in trade in the Gamma Quadrant, they also have the power to conquer conquerors. Like these people that had fled the Gamma Quadrant, they had been in labor camps, they had been basically under rule of another species for a long time, just like the Cardassians had taken over Bajor. But then the Dominion took over the people who were basically the Cardassians to these people, you know what I mean? And so the Dominion must be so powerful, and I can only wonder, it's just a matter of time now until the Dominion finds the wormhole and gets to the other side. And you know who they're gonna meet on the other side? Deep Space Nine. And I am so excited for them to find the wormhole. What's gonna happen when they find the wormhole, the opening to a whole other section of the galaxy that they had never explored before, that they haven't conquered before, that they have no stake in trade in before? Like, what's gonna happen? I'm sure it's gonna be pretty exciting, and I would like to say that the Dominion is going to be at the end of season 2, like the very last episode of season 2. We are going to see the Dominion for the first time. That's going to be my big bold prediction going into the end of season 2. We are in the second half of season 2. I think we're going to hear about the Dominion 1 or 2 more times, and I think we'll get a brief glimpse of them at the end of season 2 in the last episode to like set the story in motion going into season 3 and beyond, if that makes any sense. I think that's going to be my prediction going into it. But yeah, overall this episode was really good. It brought up some really cool points and some really interesting perspectives of real world situations with sci-fi skins attached to them, which is what Star Trek does best. And yeah, Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. Remember, on Patreon, you can catch episodes up to 3 weeks early, which means on Patreon, I have watched episode 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, which means I only have 2 more videos left. If you're watching this on YouTube, I only have 2 more videos left before I reach the season 2 finale over on Patreon. It's getting there. We're halfway through this season, which is absolutely incredible. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see what the second half of Deep Space Nine season 2 has in store for us. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next Star Trek Deep Space Nine reaction.